Well, that was pretty easy. I'm gonna get some water. There we go. All right. Oh my gosh, all of these tubes are knocked over again. Ugh. Okay. Todd is building me a storage unit for my paint, and I just noticed this fell. Okay. How does that happen? What? Thumbtack broke. It's weird. Let's see. Just getting started. I didn't paint on it yesterday. Had some running around to do. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna try 2 instead of 1 this time. Where's the hole? Oh, there it is. Maybe that'll help. Oh, there's a kitty kitty. He's been hanging out. He's so pretty. We have cats in our neighborhood. The joys of trying to hang art. Okay, let's try again. There's 2. Last night we heard something fall over here, and this is what it was. So all the tension is the wire pushing on the wall, the canvas frame is pushing on the wall. I don't know. Okay, so clean my water. Looking at the background with fresh eyes, I think it's doable for now. My kids aren't too wild about the blanket, but I'm going to move on because I don't want to get stuck for too long. I spent a lot of time on it. So Todd's building me this really cool storage shelf for the paint. for all the different sizes and all the markers I have. I don't use them because they're put away. Those stop. So that's exciting. He had he drafted a drawing of it in AutoCAD, so that was pretty cool. Okay. I like to listen to music. When I figure out how to get the music to work, where I can play it without putting this in my ear, we'll do that, but still haven't done that yet. What did I just do? I can't think. I thought I'd watch the Tour de France and paint or listen to it. I can't do that. I just got caught up in watching the race. I was like, no. I love to ride my bike, but I'm too large right now to ride it, so maybe one day I'll get back on it, but it was pretty cool to see that race. Okay. I don't know what this is. That'll work. Actually, some music you can hear them actually rubbing the strums, and that's really annoying to me. I need something calming, so we'll do just that. Calming piano music. Alright. And I close it like I always do. Just gotta side swipe. Let me send a message. Get started. Let's see if I have her. Don't have her number. Okay. Okay, so see. Keep the camera open, but we're gonna have to figure something out. Woo! She's so fussy today. Okay, so that's out there, and I wanted to share it with my folks. I don't know what they're up to, but alright, so now it's time to move to the pups. So I have the printout, but the colors aren't that great, so then I have to find the actual picture, and I use my phone more than the printout. There it is, and it's alright. I guess I could. Trying to rotate it. If I, yeah. My phone is going to be trying to flip it anyway. Ah. Okay. That's the person that went around me yesterday. Oh, y'all. I was coming home, and that person went around me on Kinshire, going about 50, 55. Okay, so I've got their picture pulled out. That's the printout that I don't really need anymore. And then what I do is I just zoom in. I can tap and zoom. I should be able to. Yeah. So we're going to see how the mask is. It's time to take it off. Oh, I need to log my time. It's 10:19. I'll say I started at 10 o'clock. I started setting up. I don't know, 10:15. What's today's date? July the 10th. Woo. 7:10. 10:15 till we don't know yet. Okay. Alright, let's see what this mask looks like. I'm looking for something with a sharper edge or a tiny brush that I can have to call Todd and see what's going on with her. She's flipping out like every 5 minutes. Okay, let's see what this mask looks like. I think I need a tool, and then it's always best just to use my hands. Just get messy. So it's like that dry glue we used to play with when we were kids back in the day. It's going under the painting. Which is fine. I just don't want to pull the paint off the painting. Is that what happened there? See how it's kind of, it's peeled up right there, so, which is right. I'm looking at the drawing too. I call it under sketch. I don't know if that's the right term. I think it is. So I'm pulling up as long as I see the mask. That mask went down in the canvas. Okay, that's cool. It's just like that Elmer's glue. It's a little more rubbery though. This is a glazing acrylic masking fluid. I gotta get my stuff right. This is what this is. Removable liquid mask. You mix it with a little bit of dish soap and put it over what you don't want to paint over. It's really cool. I would rather it pull off the drawing. That's why I'm pulling on the paint, because I want to see the drawing more than worry about that paint. So there's a lot of drawing under there actually. You can see it's the top of his head right here. So painted a little bit too far, which was fine. I mean, I knew I was doing that. I gotta get my mask pulling technique down so I can just pull it off the drawing as I go. I love to watch Antique Roadshow. It fills my art history heart. This lady had a beautiful painting of part of Yosemite or the Sierra Nevada mountains, and it's by Thomas Hill. And the Antique Roadshow curator said that Thomas Hill painted 5,000 paintings in his lifetime. I was like, wow, 5,000 paintings. I'm gonna have to call Todd and see what's up with the camera. We can't have that today. The drawing is still really clean. I really like that. And I'm kind of scratching to make sure where the paint started and the mask was, that paint that was lifted is gone, because that's just a messy painting if you've got a layer of lifted paint. Oh, did we get that? There it goes. Oh, that carpal tunnel. I have to rest my hands. The kitty's really cute, but I had my cat Chelsea for 14 years. And I have nice couches and furniture. I grew up with cats, so I'm not gonna have another indoor cat, much to my kids' disappointment. I'm just not. He's really cute though. And I'm not gonna feed him, because then that just feeds the problem of the feral cats we have in this neighborhood. He's got a food source somewhere. He's been out there since the spring. What's Todd saying? Determine if your camera needs the update. This update is only for FDR. Have firmware, yet is not necessary. Check the version. Do this and see. I have to do it when I'm done with this live. Power on the camera. On the camera, select menu, settings, and version. I'm sure it's not. I don't think I've ever updated this camera. Uh-oh. Stop. I have to check it when I'm done. I may not do a long live because the camera's shutting down so fast. Let me touch her periodically. Okay. So all that lifted, I'm pretty rough with it. That's what I love about acrylic paint. Like, you can be rough with it and it's gonna be alright. Y'all pray for them folks in the hill country. I'm so heartbroken. We're praying for them. I know a lot of people are taking donations. I cannot imagine losing my daughter at a camp. Like, my 2 kids just went to church camp, just like these little girls are at a church camp. They went to Oklahoma something Falls. I forget that fast. It's only been a few weeks ago. And I was worried about the rain because, you know, Oklahoma gets more rain than Texas usually, but it's so devastating. We were in the Texas Girls Choir too, and it's just little girls, they're so precious. The Lord needed them home for some reason. We won't understand, they will get there. Let me touch my friend right here so she don't go to sleep. So I'm almost done taking the mask off the first part. So I'm thinking I'm gonna just go ahead and take it off the second one too, because I might use a similar color and need for both dogs. So my hands are like my granny made quilts. She preferred to sew them by hand till the rheumatoid arthritis made her use a machine about half the time. I can tell why. I have rheumatoid arthritis too, and it's just my hands. There goes that person that went around me again. Okay, maybe it's just the same kind of car. Just I'm so disturbed. Being a Karen, I don't know. You're not supposed to pass in a neighborhood on the street when you're supposed to be going like 30, which is what I was doing. Okay, so it's a nice sketch still. I think I got all of the mask off of him. This is Kage and Aiko. I don't know which pup is which. Their mom will have to tell me. I hope it all gets pulled together. The blanket is still bothering me. Okay, let's do the mask on this side. I'll figure something out. I don't know, I'll try to see what happens right here. Yeah, 5,000 paintings Thomas Hill painted from like what did they say he lived in that? He died in 1900 something. So the late 1800s. it is so sad, like, you know, they didn't have TV back then, which was a blessing. You could do more work. I gotta pull myself away from the TV, but he was in a bad marriage, according to Antique Roadshow. He was trying to find some solace away from his spouse. So the mask is what I'm pulling up. I'm not scratching the painting away, I'm pulling the mask up. You can see I'm still in the sketch area of this pup. And even then, it's somewhere like right in here. I have to kind of get the paint to tear away. It's right here. So I'm still working on getting the mask off of pup number 2. I'm excited about the storage Todd's building for me. We got our map up. I gotta give my hand a break. We put pins in all the places we've been. So it's pretty cool. The 4 of us have been blessed to go to all those places. I didn't go to Alaska, they did. And most of that is for hockey. Travel hockey, it has taken us many, many places. This is a lullaby. I want to hear a lullaby right now. It's pretty cool. The Grand Canyon Southwest is beautiful. The whole United States is, like, there's so much. And then Europe. We've been to all those places. Before kids, the kids are like, I didn't go there. You did not go there, you're right. You are not here yet. It's a beautiful earth. Neuschwanstein, Nice, Monaco, Rome, Florence, Venice. We were there. Apparently the UK is having illegal immigrants in their country too, but we were there before all that. So it was a nice visit. I don't know what it would be like now. I gotta move my trash can closer. London is very, very green. England and the UK, we landed there with the scariest taxi driver I've ever been with. Kudos to the coach drivers, the travel bus drivers. They navigate through the tiniest roads. We used to hold our breath because we didn't think you could go under some bridges or through the roundabouts. And we had 2 bus drivers on that tour. One of them quit like halfway through the tour. I don't know. He got mad in Austria because they took his wine. We had to have a mean-looking little blonde-headed, blue-eyed guys. They were terrifying. They came on the bus and we had to show our passports. And they had the bus driver get off the bus and open his little storage where he had all kind of wine. And he was very mad. So he quit at the next city he took us to. None of his wine was open, so we don't know why they took the man's wine. And he was a good guy. It's like he wasn't bad. I mean, I didn't know him personally, but he seemed to be okay. Woo, my hands! Austria's beautiful. This mask, I knew I painted over a lot right here because his ear is under there. So I'm pulling the mask. I kind of lost track of where to stop painting. So, I don't know, most of the folks that would watch my feed probably know who I am, but if you don't, I'm an art teacher for littles out in Mineral Wells. What did I do? Oh, good Lord. I'm doing something here. Oh, gosh, I've never had that happen. What did I do? Oh, I gotta write my bio for, okay, I have an art camp I'm doing. I gotta write my bio for her. I forgot about that. To do it when I get done here. Oh, good Lord. I've never seen that. It's gonna be alright, but. So I pulled the paint up. You know, like I'm grabbing and pulling right here because the mask is there. But look at it. Pulled the gesso off the canvas. I'm not being that rough with it. Joggers. Okay. What did I do here? Let me get this. I did say I'm going to get some little, like, tiny scissors. I had some. Okay. Oh, I did it there too. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. What? Ew. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to give me some tiny scissors. So I pulled the paint off of the sketch nicely, and I'm just trying to get the paint smoothed back down and all this yuck. See? What's it doing? I don't know. The mini gesso section. It's right here where his foot and ear is. this piece. I don't. That's wild. That mask is stronger than I thought, huh? Huh. Okay, I got some more. I can readjust that part while I'm working on this other. Goodness. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Gesso, good stuff. I'm just trying to touch her so she won't go to sleep. I'm just going to use it straight out of the bottle because that's okay. I don't want to pour any out. I put a lot of paint on it. Alright. Just saw it from the back too. That's crazy. The canvases are pre-gessoed. I always get that because I ain't got time to be coating layers and layers of gesso. But I always give them a layer of gesso before I start painting. Because it does help the paint not soak into the canvas. Okay, we'll see how that dries. I know I'm gonna have to have a couple more coats. Golly. I guess you gotta know how many layers of paint you put on before you start taking a mask off. Anyways, I'm an art teacher in Mineral Wells. This will be my 9th year out there and 11 years in the classroom, 10 years teaching. I have a wonderful group of people I work with. We all love the kids and want to do the best we can for them. The kiddos are number one. I added some new things in the art room right here at the end of the school year, and the kids were so excited. So that's cool. I've got some more changes I'm going to do, and gradual changes over time. I have to see how we all do and adjust. Okay, I think I got all the mask off. It's so sad what I did earlier, but it's gonna be alright. Trying to look at that layer of paint So much paint I put up there. I knew it was a lot. But the mask didn't like that much. It looks like it's going to be okay. I'm just looking through to make sure it's filling that back in. Okay. Shoo! Let me clean up my mess. I think I'm going to throw this palette away. It's too cluttered and I can't see what's going on. This is the palette I used for the background. A lot of times I just grab the... I think in this case it's just best to turn a page. There it goes. He's wearing a hoodie. He's out there in a hoodie and sweatpants running like he's trying to lose weight and he's a young man. Go dude, I'm proud of you. Girl, you just made a big old mess. Wow. Okay. Whew, that's better. Clean palette. Be right back. Dolly Sue. You alright? You haven't been long inside that you came in. It looks so pretty outside. Alright. Let me see if this gesso is dry. And that, oh, that is not cool. I have a fold up easel down here. There it goes. Right under my feet. Okay. Alright, going right out of the cap again. I wonder what he's training for, because that's kind of... treating yourself harsh running out there in that. At least it's not 100 degrees. Alright. I keep trying to roll up. The little things are making me crazy. Gotta get it just right. Okay, that's better. I always like to start with the eyes because they just look kind of weird without eyes. And I have to zoom in and look really close on my phone because you can't see the picture. So I got a blank palette. I need to load it up with paint. So I'm going to use light to dark. I saw a guy do this on, and I'm checking to make sure that the top's clean. And get rid of those little drying things because they cause issues with closing. Black, blue. So it's got a little bit of... I have to throw that away in a second. Red. I can feel it. It doesn't want to open like it should because of the sticky paint. Yellow. I need a candle over here. Yellow's not too bad. We're going to try to get that off anyway. Okay, and I ran out of my big tube of white, so I was using this little tube. And I got this size container, but I didn't get white, so I have, let's see, I don't know what this is. Okay, so I have this. I might try it. I don't like this brand at all because everything gets muddy. But I have it. So I'm going to use this. This is the craft paint you would get at Walmart to paint a birdhouse or something. And that's fine. Like when I started last fall, I was just playing around with painting and then it all came back pretty quick. Woo. That's okay because I use a lot of white. Ah! I have a puddle of white. Girl, please. This is a day for mishaps and accidents, apparently. I really don't want to wear this paint if I don't have to. Goodness, let me just put it right in there. Ugh. So you can already see the consistency. This white is just runny and it's not thick. This is Liquitex next to it, and that's the Walmart craft paint. I don't know, it may not work. I might have to make a run to go get some white paint, or finish using this. It's so little. Okay. I got this super fine tip brush, and he was used for something. Let's work on some eyes. Try to zoom in as much as I can. Just studying his eye right now. He's got this white around his eye. It looks like it's got a little bit of pink, so I'm going to just blend a little bit. It's white. Okay, so I'm going to follow the white of his eye. I always tell the littles you can't paint with a dry brush. You gotta load your brush up with paint. I had to tell myself that too. You can't paint with a dry brush. How's my... It looks okay. You live and learn, right? Okay, so what are we doing? We're going around these details. He's got a little bit of white in this corner, which I did draw out, so that's super helpful. And we're going to look at his adopted brother and see what's going on over here. That white is really white. And I'm painting over the drawing, so it's picking up the pencil. You can't see any on this side. I mean, it's barely visible, but it's not white. I guess I can do a little bit. So right here. Okay. Alright, so now he has brown eyes. His pupils are really dilated. So we're going to do that brown. Brown, I'm finding, is costing me a lot of paint, so I'm only going to do a little bit. And I get this green. So frustrating. So I went to CVCC at Chattahoochee Valley Community College in Phoenix City, Alabama. This is mud looking. And I think my degree, associate's degree, was just liberal arts. I mean, I see this color. I guess I can use it, right? But it was really like an associate's in visual arts. can't remember. I have to look at my degree. And then I transferred to Auburn University. And I don't know if schools in that region still have this program. They have like a start. They used to. So that's how I transferred to Auburn. And I majored in graphic design, but I had to have a lot of fine arts because it was a fine art back then. Now it's different. It's like I don't know. I haven't looked at their degree plan. I don't really want to. I'm good. So I had to take, I took painting classes at Auburn and drawing and the fine arts. And so majored in graphic design, and that struggle was real. That was a hard thing. Trained graphic artist trying to work in Columbus, Georgia. Y'all okay? Long story short, I knew I wanted to be a teacher back then, and so now I'm doing what I was meant to do, which was teach art to the littles. And I've been doing that for a while. I think I need this color a little bit. Maybe. Yeah, this white is just mud. What you doing, dolls? So I'm just tapping and just layering, starting to layer this fur section right here on his face. I was gonna do the eye, but you know, if the color comes out right for a different section, you just gotta roll with it. Hi, Carl. What is it, Carl? Carl is my best boy. Carl is the best boy. What's up, Carl? You going to bed? One day I need to do a portrait of my Carl. He is super fancy. Let me show y'all. Excuse my house. This is my Carl. Say hey, everybody. He's fixing to get in his bed and go to sleep. He is one dedicated pup. I have never had a dog claim me as their person. What's up, camera? Let's zoom in and let's zoom out. So that's pretty cool. I'm his person. We rescued Carl and Dolly at, we've had them for a while, about 5 years. The lady's name was Beverly. I want to say it was like I can't remember it, and I tried to look up the name of her rescue not long ago, and it's not coming up online anymore. I don't know, it's like Lives, 9 Lives Rescue or something like that. So this brush is going to be really helpful with this painting because it's actually giving me a nice fur texture, which is cool. Let's see if I can just get like a gray with this white. My puddle of apple barrel. Do not recommend this. I have wondered if gesso and acrylic. This is an 80s song I used to hear all the time when I was a kid, and I gotta change the channel. Thank you. Okay. But, you know, are they the same? This has a pigment color, PW6 on here. Yeah, so they're different kind of things. Opaque. Light fastness, excellent. Liquitex. Alright. So gesso is like a filler, I guess you would say. This is white ground to seal before painting. It's like a sealant for canvases. Alright, well, I like what's going on with his face right now. That's pretty cool. My craft paint might be okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. That looks nice. I mean, it's just in the unknown. I'm in an unknown territory. Not 100% sure about what's gonna happen. I always say little prayers while I paint, like, Lord, please help this painting. Let's see if we can get a dark brown. I'm trying not to touch the blue at all. So that it needs to be darker. Typically artists shouldn't use black, but I find myself using black if it's what I need. It's got this tint to it though. I was trying to make a brown, so I'm going to slide over here. Why don't I just use a tube of brown? I always mix my own colors. I look with my eyeballs to see what I need. I'm not a big Adele fan either. There we go. You know what? Let me just... It's playing songs. I don't want to hear songs I'm familiar with when I paint because it's not where my mind needs to be. I'm thinking about listening to Ella actually. I haven't listened to Ella in a while. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, alright. Okay. And that gave my eyes a break. That's actually a nice brown. So let's try this. Ella Fitzgerald is really cool and Louis. They make me happy. And I don't know why. They just do. This is a really cool brush. Size 4. Artist Loft. It looks like it says necessities. I'm not sure. Okay, let me just go straight black a little bit because his little pupil is just ginormous. I'm watching the light areas. I'm going to blend some of this brown and black together. There's reflection in his eye. That's why I left that one above it. So let's try to use this stuff right here and see what happens. It looks like it's actually going to be the right color. Let's see what happens. Just kind of blending it in. I'm going to load it up with some more paint. There's a reflection down here. That's a lot of paint. And then this center is white, so I'm going to go over this again because I think I lost it. I think it's too much. And this is actually dark here, so I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, it's a tiny little... Okay, I actually gotta bring the eye down a little bit more. If my paint don't dry out. The camera's behaving a little bit better now. I can't sing because YouTube will flag me. Ugh. If anybody has any ideas about what to do in music. I've seen people play music on TikTok in their backgrounds, and I don't know, maybe TikTok's different than YouTube. This is a really cool brush. Let me try to wipe his name off and see what he is. He just says necessities. Okay, so that's one eye. While I'm thinking about eyes, let me look at his other one. This one is super dark too, so let me just throw some black into this brown. It's this eye right here, and it's in the printout, it's really dark. Lorianne went over her plays for theater. I hope she uses some of Ella's music for one of them. That would be cool. With this eye, I'm just gonna go more black because you can't really see where his brown is. Oh, I probably should have left that white. I need to change the shape of his eye a little bit. That's good. Okay, back to the other one. Get this brown. Okay, this might be a tad bit light. We're gonna just touch her around the edge. I gotta have paint on the brush. Okay, I'm gonna give it some highlights. I'll probably go change it again. I always do that, and hardly ever get it right the first time. Doing artists. Like practicing something for the first time. I was like, that is so true. So many firsts with every painting. Just use water to clean my brush. Let's see. For now, I think that'll be okay. You can see how thin this white is. It's I have to go get some white painterly here. Let me just, yeah. I was trying not to use this and save it, but this is a big difference. Let me show you the difference. How watered down it is, and this is what I just scored out. So much better. I love Ella. She's so relaxing. This is a nice brush for this. I'm excited. So I'm just looking at the fur right now. And starting the first layer. First of many to go. I get the direction of the fur. His fur is curled right here, so I'm not gonna live stream all day. I'm gonna stop and take a lunch break here, and that'll be it for the live stream today. But I'm gonna keep working on this. I need to do something and get as far along with Kage and Aiko as I can today. Where has this brush been all my life? This is like the coolest brush ever. I'm excited about him. Helps to have a nervous twitch in your hand so things don't look so I don't know. There's pattern in fur, but random colors within those patterns. So I hear the June bugs. I don't want to see me. I'm not camera friendly. I want the fur texture as much as I can do that, so I have to tell myself short brush strokes. This brush is really nice. Oh no, should those in some hair? Oh. I think this brush is meant for oil paints, but we won't tell. I like this color because I'm showing myself the light and dark before I start adding more layers of color. This is like the shadow area. He's got some really white spots in his fur. Okay, my back is telling me I need to get up and move around. So I'm going to stop the live stream for today. Keep working on it. Take a lunch break and get up and move. I don't know what I'm going to do with this stuff I put on there. Don't ever buy this. If you guys are trying to paint, don't do this. You need to get the Liquitex if you want to paint and have nice colors. Okay. See you next time.